2100, you work 2100, 2100 in ICU. So you've all been in your ER to help take patients upstairs. With that, have you been in the cubicle area where the cubicles, which is kind of like our RME, our rapid medical evaluation, they're really tiny, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to go into the area now. So I just want to point out too, right over here is where we'll have a wheelchair, like a wheelchair or two. We're going to have a gurney in case parking lot, but most of our wheelchairs are going to be out there. And then we'll have a wheelchair or two. We're going to have a gurney, and then we'll also have a crash cart there. And so come on back here. Now, perfect. Thank you. So if you walk in here, this is our RME, which is our rapid medical evaluation. This is where our patients are going to be seen by a PA, a provider, or a physician. This is a waiting room, but if these rooms are open, we have EKGs are being done here. This is the first room for EKGs, and then we have 4 more rooms where consults are done. This will be staffed with a PA 24/7 and with a nurse 24/7. There's probably about another 12 hours during the day from 11 to 11. We'll also staff it with a physician. This is where the MSE is going to happen. Now, how you know where in our current ER, where do we do our EKGs? In the alcove.
In the tiny gurney in the
tiny
alcove.
Gurney, yes, in the alcove, and we close the curtain, and we have the best, try to have the best privacy that we can. So when you walk in, the lights automatically go on. We will have a gurney here, and staff also gave input. They gave a lot of input. They decided that they didn't want to have WOWs. They wanted to have computers in all the rooms. They actually looked at the different wall hangings to put the computer, and they voted on the one that they wanted. They also were huge assistants in picking out the chairs for the emergency department. I brought in 3 different types of chairs, and I said, sit in them, you all vote, what do you guys want? And also setting up all the rooms, which you'll see. So this here, now remember, over the emergency department, we got 8. This is pretty much what they become. We have a recliner where the patient will sit. The provider will be on a computer where they can ask the patient, what are you here for? We'll get a med rec. Remember those med rec? We'll do a med rec reconciliation. We'll get a past medical history. And we'll get some of the regulatory things we need to ask patients. Are they safe where they live? We've got a series of questions we need to ask. That will all occur here. This is also built too with ingress and egress because we need to be safe. You need to build emergency departments, and you need to think about security. So you can see we have an entrance and we also have an exit. But it's also nice for our patients too, because from here, this is just a pit stop. From here, they'll go to fast track or they'll go to our middle pod. So, and also another nice thing about these doors, you can see, they just kind of shut gently so they don't slam, which is nice. We have a bathroom where we can get a urine sample if we need be. This is also designed to, so let's say somebody's here for a med rec. All they need are a med refill.
You are invited to the new emergency department open house happening now until 9 a.m. Tours and light refreshments are provided. Follow the special event signs next to the staff elevators.
What's nice, maybe you're here just for a medication refill. So you'll be seen here by a PA. You're not even going to make it anywhere else. You'll probably get your discharge instructions here. Right across the way is registration that you'll see, and then you can be escorted out, discharged. So this is as far back as you make it. So here we have another consultation room. This emergency department was built to be lean and efficient. It's up to us to be able to work lean and efficient. This area is a nursing station, physician station. It's got a nice machine for those people that come in with injured ankles. We get the ice right back here if we need ice. It's also got an omni-cell. So it's not going to have a lot of medications in it, but it's going to have medications in like a Tylenol and Motrin, things that are pretty easy to give. So we've got 4 rooms here. So from here a decision is made. This room, I will call. This here is an internal waiting room. It's a result. our main pod, if you're lateral, you're laying flat, and you're in a bed, and you're waiting for results and you're feeling better, you may at that point come over here and wait for results, and then be discharged from here. So this has 7 recliners, it's got a chair, it's got a television, we're gonna have infused water. So come on over here. So from there, when you're seen by the provider, you will have, remember the MSC is gonna occur, the medical screening evaluation. Labs will be ordered, x-rays will be ordered if indicated. Come on this way. You need to have labs drawn. So right over here in these consult rooms, from there, you may come over here and have your labs drawn. We're set up to draw 2. What's really nice too is we have tube system put in. So this is really going to be nice. So staff is not having to run the labs up to the 2nd floor. We have 3 tube systems being put in here in our middle pod and also our main pod. So the labs can run directly upstairs, so we don't have to hand carry them. So if you are needing, let's say you're here, you're a low acuity patient, you're here because you have an ear infection, you have an injured ankle, you need sutures, that would be considered a fast track patient. So come on over this way, let me show you that. This is one of the consultation rooms that I will show you on the other side before I show you the fast track. So let's say you are in the internal waiting room over there and we want to discharge you. We want privacy because we want to have some privacy. We'll take you into the consultation room and discharge you in there. And I'll show you what that looks like over here. So come on over this way. This is our fast track. So you can see how it's up front. Our low acuity patients are close to the front, and then our sicker patients, and then our really sick patients will be in the back. This is the fast track waiting room. This here is a consultation room. Okay, my fob does not work. I'm gonna have you try yours.
Okay.
I understand yours doesn't work. Does yours? Why don't you try yours? Actually, I understand about, you don't. A lot of people have theirs working, believe it or not. Somebody in EVS has theirs working. You want to try and see if it works?
It turns green for a second and then it goes red. Gives you the
Yeah, it's not working.
Nope.
Well, just trust me. This is just like a little office with a desk. It's got a computer and it's got a printer so we can take patients in.
Okay.
So this here is our fast track. This here is our nursing station. Welcome. Hi. What I'll have you do is if you want to go straight to the left, that is our main lobby.
Okay.
The entrance to the emergency department. You can join a tour group.
Okay.
We've also got some refreshments up there.
Okay.
This here is a nursing station, the physician workstation. This also will have an omni-cell, and it's also got a refrigerator omni-cell. This room, when it's, will have 6 recliners and 2 treatment areas. So the curtains are actually going up on Saturday. So these also are chairs that staff picked out. This is a recliner. Staff decided that they wanted head rails that go up and down. Hey, welcome guys. Did you want to join a tour group?
Yes, please.
Okay, what I think I'll have you do is if you want to walk straight to the left, to the lobby, you can join a tour group. Okay?
Thank you.
Welcome. Hello, welcome. Welcome. So this here is the fast track area. So this is a recliner. This will be a curtain. This is a recliner. Again, this is our low acuity. We've got a bathroom there. We've got a recliner, 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 recliner. So 6 recliners. The clocks are nice because you know when you're running a code, what clock do you guys use? Yeah, whichever one. And usually you're using the one that's on Meditech, but some you don't want to use your watch. So that was something I felt was pretty important that we all were on the same time. So these are in every single room. Another thing to be lean, every one of these rooms is going to have vital sign machines. Currently, we have them on a roller, so we're rolling them in and out. We really wanted everything at your fingertips.
Computer right there, a monitor right there. You can
trying to scramble to find your stuff.
Yes, that's the plan. We're currently seeing about 54,000 patients a year. With the expanded ER, we could easily see probably upwards of 70,000. And I truly believe if you build it, they're going to come. And it's just really important that we need to be fast, we need to be efficient. And I think for nurses, the hardest part of the job is tools and equipment. Where are your tools and equipment? Where are things? You want it at your
As
finger.
someone who works somewhere else but comes to help,
Yes,
you know,
where
to
are
know
things?
it's going to be right at my fingertips is nice.
And everything's standardized. Every room, all of these rooms are set up identical.
Right.
What you don't see in here, there's actually a little supply cart that's going to go in here, and every one of them is going to be set up identical. When I take you to the middle pod, you're going to see, they haven't come in yet, they're coming in next week, but staff actually designed what they want to go in the cart. How many sheets, how many gowns, how many, tongue blades, everything. So we've got numbers, and then we built the cart around it. And it also kind of works as a Mayo stand too.
Yeah.
And it's actually got a drawer that comes out, the drawer, it's a shelf that comes out that you can actually put your supplies like to start an IV. So it's pretty swift. They're coming in next week.
Wow.
So this also is a room here. I know it's still got stuff in it. You can see in the process. Licensing will be here, we're planning January 2nd.
Okay.
So by the end of next week, this will have it'll be pretty much set, ready to go. When you walk in, the lights do go in. I think what's really nice, the lights can be dimmed and then they can go bright.
Oh, that is very nice.
Very nice. This will have a bed in it. This will also have a cardiac monitor. Cardiac monitors are not going in with the recliners. This is our 6 recliners and then 2 treatment rooms. This is future state. This is actually a treatment room right here. This will be later phasing. What you are currently seeing is the expanded ER. It used to be physical therapy, occupational therapy, wound care. It also used to be cardiorespiratory. So this is all the expanded space. Hi, Lori. Hi, guys. If you want to join a tour, if you want to walk straight down to the left, that's our lobby, and you can join a tour there. Okay? Thank you, and thank you for coming. So you are currently in expanded space. Once we move into here, then we're going to start the remodeling of the current emergency department, and that will be done in 3 phases, and that will be about a year and a half. So this eventually is future phasing. This room will be just like this. That room right there will actually be a family room. So if we have a patient that's coming in that is really critical, where do we put our family members right now? In the hallway, which is like the worst. So now we'll have a family, a special place. It's going to have like a love seat. It's going to have a couch. It's going to be like a family room right there. So come on down this way. Hello. This space here is our clean utility room. Still to be, this is going to be our bulky stuff. This will be one of 2. Come on through here. Next week you'll see it with supplies. That's going to be our linen. This is going to be our warmer, our blanket warmer, which is certainly triple the size of what we currently have. This is patient refrigerator, obviously ice machine. This is kind of cool. This is going to be a rack that's going to be on the wall for our crutches. Because, we do see a lot of, that was designed for it. Now, we're going into our pod. Come on in. This is our pod. This is designed, what is our ratios? 1 to 4, right? So we've got 12 beds. Knowing that if we have critical care patients, it's 1 to 2. Every room will be identically set up. We can actually walk into here and I can show you. Walk in. I'm going to turn the lights a little brighter. Staffing under, I don't know if you remember, 2 years ago, we took over the doctor's parking and we did mock setups with cardboards, room, actual sizes, and we actually brought down chairs, we brought down crash carts, we brought down beds, and staff decided how they wanted the room set up. And they also decided that they definitely wanted computers. This kind of looks a little bit like your ICU room, to be perfectly honest with you. So the bed goes here. Patient's family is on this side. This is where the computers still would go. TVs in every single room.
That's really nice.
We have a nurse call button right here. Our Philips monitors are going to go there. The rest of it, our ophthalmoscope, otoscope, is going to go right here. The rest of the supplies here, that cart I was talking about, is probably going to go right here. Supplies for the nurses. Urinals, bedpans is going to go right here. Every room will be set up identical. Couple nice features too. These lights. I can't. Thank you. Every room has one of these lights that will help us start IVs if we need to do special procedures that can move all around and everything. And it's got several different light features, which is really nice. Because again, we wanted everything at your fingertips.
Yeah.
If you don't have those lights, you don't want to run down the hallway, get one that's portable, run it down. Where do you plug it in? Where do you put it? So every room's got this. It's set up with 12 rooms. Here we can walk this way. You know, identical. This here is an area where our case manager is going to be. This is temporary. Once we build out our main pod over on the other side, which is current, you know where the ambulances are always going to come in. That is not changing. X-ray is not changing. The rest of everything else is changing. Our current entrance is becoming all of the admin offices and the medical director's offices, and we'll have a conference room up there. We're actually going to have a room for paramedics, so when they come in and they need to do their charting and stuff, there'll actually be a room for them.
That's great.
For our psychiatric patients, in the once that gets developed, we'll have an area for 4 psych patients, and we'll have, which is called secure holding, and we'll have another area of 2 rooms, because there are times we get patients that overdose, or we get real critical psychiatric patients that we need to monitor. Once they become less critical, we can still keep them in those rooms, and there'll actually be a garage door on the back of the wall that you press. It comes down to hide all the equipment, because we need the rooms to be clean, clear, you know,
Safety
rooms, and so they will become safety rooms.
Wow.
So that there is EBS. Our case manager temporarily will be there. Once we build out our main pod, which will have a stroke room, we'll have 2 big trauma rooms over there that will actually look like, we're not a trauma center. We're never going to be a trauma center, but the rooms are designed to be critical care rooms. They've actually, you're going to look at, you're going to see it's going to look like a surgical room. It's going to have booms with all the equipment on the booms, and we'll be set up to be able to care for 2 patients in each of those rooms if we need to. And one of the rooms will be negative pressure, which I think is important, because sometimes you can have a critical care patient, you need a negative pressure room. This here is we have a bathroom, so this would be our GYN room, is what the plan is. And we will have another GYN, our SART room, because we do forensics, once in the new expanded. That will be future. Another room, and then this is our pod, our middle. The plan is probably a charge nurse will probably be here. They're really going to be moving back and forth, because when we open, we're still going to be working in the old. Our plan is X-ray will be there, room 4 will be there, 5, 6, and 7. We'll still have 12A. We won't have 12B and 14, and we're losing 15 and 20. So we're planning on putting some of our patients and other patients over there, but we'll still be using the old once we open. So here, yes. In this position and scribe, because our providers have, our PAs, they all have scribes. So this is the workstation here. Going there. We have a refrigerator there, the med area right there. Our hospitalists, when they come down to dictate, once everything is built out, we've got a space there, and we have a space there. Something here, and the tube system right here. Let me show you something here. Which which was designed like
So when are they
this
gonna
here
finish
is
those other
designed
ones that we're
for
building?
carts. I actually had
The one for the,
seen this.
surgery area?
I went
The
to
homes?
a
When are they gonna be
conference
done with
and
over there?
I listened to an architect who designed over 300 emergency departments.
Oh,
And actually, I had already kind of thought of this, and I had seen it in one of his articles. So we put carts under here to kind of hide them, so we don't have the clutter. So, you know, our IV carts, we're even trying to figure out how we can put a crash cart here and kind of take the monitor on the side. But we have a lot of different carts that we use, so those will go here. So just to kind of keep it out of. And so the plan is this here has got the 11 beds, like I said. That door and on the other is the old, and that will happen next. So this here is pretty much going to be duplicated with some changes because we're a base station. You know, I have an MICN who handles paramedic calls, EMS calls, and so they're getting a new, and that will be part of this. Plus, we have a monitor tech that is going to be watching 28 cardiac monitors, and so they've got a spot that will be over there. So this will be duplicated over there, and that will be phase 3, and that will start after we move in here. So probably starting sometime in January. Do you have any questions? I really am hoping, and this is what I'm expecting, when patients are admitted up to your units, there will be less complaining. I was in the hallway. No longer will we be having patients in the hallway. It was so noisy. Hopefully, you know, they're in a room. We can keep it quiet for them until we get them upstairs. So that's what we're hoping, because I know you have to a lot of times do some backpedaling, so we greatly appreciate. All right, do you have any other questions?
No, very good.
Okay, thank you. Tour is ended.